Okay, we're using ChatGPT a lot. AI is changing the world, and ChatGPT is probably leading the way. The revision that they came up with on November 30th, 2022 really changed everything. But is that the only tool you should use as a content creator when you're out looking for sources and you want to create content? I would say no, and I'm going to tell you why in this episode. Matter of fact, I packed this one full of a lot of good things that I want to give you. This is just you and me. Here, I'm in my study, and I've got my computer here. I've got some things queued up I want to show you that are going to really help you as a content entrepreneur, a content creator who really has got to run the business, and you want to get the right thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at that, how you can use it, and what can be done with it, and that tool is called Perplexity. I'm going to show you the inside of it. It's a sneaky little tool that's going to give you a real advantage that not everybody knows about. Hi, I'm Terry Brock. I'm your guide here at Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, along with my partner Gina Carr. And we help you to achieve the goals you want as an entrepreneur, getting the freedom you want so that you can get what you want without harming others. That's our whole point. Live and let live is what we talk about. The idea that you do whatever you want to do, but don't harm others and don't take their stuff. We like to call that the non-aggression principle. Don't aggress others, live peacefully. You do that, you're going to be fine. And using AI, we can do a lot of that. So I want to show you some things today that you can use that you're working with in addition to working with ChatGPT. Again, the tool is called Perplexity at Perplexity.AI. You can go out there, get that tool, be able to put it in and do a whole lot with it. Matter of fact, there's a lot of things you can do. I recommend having more than one. Here's something that Merlin gave me just the other day. I thought that was really good, and it goes along with what I studied in journalism. How to do this. It says the rule of 3 non-corroborating sources in journalism is a standard practice to ensure accuracy and reliability of information. Matter of fact, I remember hearing that from my professors when they were talking about what you want to do when you're getting your facts, getting the information. Make sure you're getting it from 3 non-corroborating sources. That applies to you and me as content creators, because so often we'll see things on ChatGPT or Perplexity or other tools, and they're not right. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. You know, we've joked about that for a long time. We go, hey, this must be true because I got it on the internet, right? Oh yeah. Well, no, it doesn't. And we know that. But the thing is, think about it. Where is AI? Where is ChatGPT? Where's Perplexity? Where are they getting their sources? Well, from the internet. So you want to watch out for that. But there's a real key that's important in Perplexity that we don't have in ChatGPT that can really help you a lot. So I like what they're saying here. This is from our good friends over at Merlin, which, by the way, is another good tool to look into to see what it's like with that. And what you want to do is going with the 3 non-corroborating sources. It involves gathering information from at least 3 independent sources that provide consistent accounts of the same event or issue. This rule begins to minimize the risk. Notice it doesn't mitigate, doesn't completely eliminate the whole thing. But it doesn't completely eliminate that. It mitigates it a little bit, I think. Yeah, I guess I should say it does mitigate that. It's very good for minimizing the risk of relying on biased or incomplete information, as well as potential errors or deliberate misinformation. By cross-referencing multiple sources, journalists can verify facts, establish credibility, and provide a balanced representation of the news. Ultimately, adhering to this rule strengthens the integrity of journalism and promotes a more informed public discourse. And I think that's really critical for you and me as content creators. The same thing that applies to those of us who are journalists applies to content creators. You also add more credibility that way. When you're the one that said, you know, I heard they were saying this, and I went out and did some checking on it, and I did my fact checking and it didn't seem like it was true. And here's why. Here's my source, and here's other sources that say this one over here wasn't quite on target. So you raise your standard there in a world where people go, oh yeah, on the internet it said da da da, so that's what you can do. No, Sparky, you want to get your research done and make sure you do it right. So you're going to go with that. Frankly, I like to use ChatGPT, and I also like to use Perplexity. I find Perplexity works really well. And I use Magic Write, which is there in Canva. That's a real nice little tool you might have seen before. Also, here's a little thing that Merlin told me on that. Merlin's a great little source for these kind of things. Canva Magic Write is a feature in Canva, graphic designers platform. It's a great little platform. I love Canva. And it is an AI-powered tool that helps users to generate creative and engaging content quickly. That's a nice term. Quickly is your buddy. I like that. And so you want to make sure you get that just right with Canva. Now with Canva Magic Write, that is, users can effortlessly create well-written copy for social media posts, ads, blog articles, and more. The tool suggests ideas, offers writing templates, and offers research-backed recommendations to improve your content. You see, that's important. They're offering recommendations. Do not take it as fact when it comes from ChatGPT or Perplexity or Magic Write or anything else, or even me. Do your own research. Make sure that you find out, okay, what Terry said was good. Or you might come back and say, Terry, you said doodly-doo, and here it's not doodly-doo, it's doodly-da, or whatever. So you want to make sure that you've got that there together. Canva Magic Write is a valuable resource for individuals and businesses looking to streamline their content creation process and produce high-quality, compelling copy in no time. Well, actually, it's some time you're going to have. You're going to have a little bit of time, but it's much faster than the other. So you want to get those and start using them. And what I want to do in just a moment, show you Perplexity and the advantages it has, how you can use it, and what it can do for you. And I think as you look at what it can do, first of all, it's easy to use. Very easy. Number one point on using Perplexity, very easy. You just type it in. You're going to see in a moment how that works. Also, you can use it on desktop, your laptop computer. You can use it on Android and on iOS. I have iOS and Android. It was out on iOS first, which is one reason why I like to have both. Sometimes a product will come out on one platform before another. This one happened to come out on iOS first. So I got into it, really using it on my iPhone. I was loving it, just having a great time. And then it came out on Android. I love it also over there, and I use it on my laptop, on my MacBook Pro. So I'm using all of these together to get good information. And I'm finding, you know what's happening? Gina and I are talking about this. When we have questions about just about anything, we're going out to Perplexity, getting the information there and being able to use it and make decisions. Now, for instance, we'll even check on legal areas or medical areas. That's good. But remember, here's the most important part of that. It is not the final word. I'm getting information. For instance, I got my annual physical coming up with my doctor. So I'm doing some research on all kinds of that, but I take it to my doctor and say, doctor, this is what I saw on the internet. What do you think? You who are, he's certified, went to medical school, did all the right thing, goes to continuing medical education, you know, the things that a real doctor does. My doctor does that, and that's good. And if I want information on the law, yeah, I'll go out and do the research on all that. But then we take it to our lawyer and we say, here, this is what we've got. Tell us what you think. We've done that with lawyers in the past when we were putting together, for instance, our end-of-life documents. We went out on the net, found a place, filled out the forms, everything looked pretty good to us, then gave it to the lawyer. Well, what we did is instead of spending this much time, we spent this much time. So it was a lot cheaper for us. Real good for us. But the lawyer said, well, over here on page 35, there's this and this and this. And have you thought about that? I go, oh, that's a good point there. Thank you, counselor. We've got some good information there and learn from it. So you see, all of this is the approach you want is you use it as a rough draft. Use it as a rough draft that you're a little bit skeptical about. And then when it's something like medicine or legal or other areas that are where you are not an expert in that, get the help you need. But let this be a start for you. You can use it. You can use it there in many different things. Now, one of the things I really like about it particularly is the references. And so what I'm going to do right now, I want to go over here and bounce into this so you can see it. And there we are. We are in Perplexity right now. So I can see all the information here on the screen that looks good. The answer to any question, just type it in here and you'll see it's got your home, discover, etc. All of these are possible here. One thing I really like about it, look at this. Here in the lower left corner, I can click on focus. And when I do that, look at this. It comes up with, well, what area do you want to search, Terry? And I think it talks to me. Okay, Terry, what do you want? Well, I can go for all, which is what I normally do, but academic. Now, this can be really good if you want to get something that is really scientific, it's academic, and if you've got an academic paper, but also when you can bring that in sometimes to your topics and what you're talking about, you stand out from the rest who are just saying, well, it's my opinion that da-da-da-da, Really? And where'd you get the research for that? What kind of study did you conduct? Well, academic will give you that. You can use writing for generating text and code. There's the Wolfram Alpha, which is really good for some computational knowledge on that, a little on my level of what I'm doing, but real good that it's there. Hey, you can search the University of YouTube. Go out there and discover and watch videos that are related to a topic. You can tap into the geniuses over at Reddit. A lot of really smart people there discussing different sides of different issues. That's good. You can see that. And over here, old buddy, Wikipedia. So it's real handy there, and it gives you a lot of good information on that. And they give you some information here. Ambrosia, food is happiness a choice to people, tow icebergs to get water, etc., etc. I didn't type these in. These were in there as suggestions to get you started. But what I did do is over here, you see I've got home, then stuff that I can discover. They're there. Let me see that, which is what we've got here. I can look at all these different topics that are there. But I'm going to tap into my threads. And I want you to see something there on my threads. It's showing what we can do and how this works. And what I did is I put different issues in here so I can summarize key findings from a site. When the Samsung normally announced their new cell phones, I was wondering, hey, they might have the S24 coming out. When will that be? Somewhere in March or April, I hear. So it's going to be out there. I'll be looking for that one. All kinds of information. Who's the current president of Colombia? And I can see these kind of things in here real easy. But one thing I wanted to do was to find out, let me do a new thread here. Put it in here, ask anything. Who are the presidents on Mount Rushmore? Say I didn't remember that. I can just tap this right here, and look what it does. It gives me this, and it shows me, oh, the 4 presidents are George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, et cetera, et cetera. But look what it does also. Pictures. Ooh, I like that. I mean, since we were in kindergarten, I like the pictures. There it is, and it's showing me pictures. If you're doing a research project on Mount Rushmore, this is kind of handy. There it is. You can see what it's there. And then, look at this. It gives me related prompts that I can ask it. This is really golden. Rather than you having to come up with all the prompts, Perplexity says, hey, you might ask this one. How long did it take to carve Mount Rushmore? Or what is the significance of the location of Mount Rushmore? Or are there any other sculptures or landmarks similar to Mount Rushmore? It's giving you that pretty handy. But then here's the real benefit. Look at this. It shows me the references right here. So if I'm going to research something on what is working, I can get that. For instance, let me come over here. I'm going to type in another thread and put in, say, what tools are working well in marketing, particularly relationship marketing. There we are, relationship marketing. I got a little tag in there for that. And with AI today. Okay, so there, whoops, I better spell it right there. Put it in there and put a question mark on it. And there we go. So let's tap the return key here and let's see what it does, or click over here. There we go. Click on that. Look what it does. It does a summarizing, and look at this. And it shows me several AI marketing tools available today that can help businesses improve their marketing strategies and build better relationships with their customers that are some of the most popular ones right here. So look at this. Look at Social Media Assistant, Chatbots, HubSpot, SEMrush, Seventh Sense, Optimove, Persado, MarketMuse, Acquisio, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Hootsuite Insights. There's 10 of them, and it gives me some there. That's golden information. I mean, when you sit down and look at that, that can be something that really helps you to get the information you want. It gave us a lot of that. But again, the best part of it, look at this. When I come here, it's not just, oh, here's some ideas, but what it does is it comes in here and it says, oh, here's a reference. Like, for instance, if I click on this one right here, it's the top 23 AI marketing tools to grow your business from influencer marketing. That's kind of nice. Over here, 5 ways to do it. So I just click on that. If I come over here and I click on it like this, look at this. It gives me from Search Engine Journal, by the way, a really good publication that does a lot of good. 5 powerful ways marketers are using AI to boost SEO and content marketing. Well, here, look at this. I can go through this and look at it and go, oh, look at all that information that's really good out there. And it's right there just for me. So I can use that very quickly, very easily, to say, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to make sure that I'm getting the right information at the right time. I find that those resources are just really good, because you see, what you want to do is, going back to the corroborating, 3 non-corroborating sources, there's too much information out there on the net that is not true. There's a lot of it that's being fueled by AI. What you want to do, on the other hand, is not just accept it, but do your own fact checking. Check to find out what is really going on and how it's working. Make sure you're working with that. I want to show you a couple other things here that I think one more thing particularly you're going to find interesting. Let me come over here and click on Home, and I'll just come back here. It shows me this right here, and I've got my threads. I'm going to click on New Thread, and so it's got something here that I can ask. And what I would like to do would be to clear that out. I can say find what, or better in fact, let me just try, tell me, there we go, the capital of Russia. And I'm curious, when I see that, to see what it's like. It shows me, of course, it's going to be Moscow. We can see that, but it'll give me some information on Moscow so that I can see what it is like. But also, I'm getting all of this information here. All of it coming through real handy and very clearly. I like that. And then, look over here. They've got a pro version. This pro version gives me the ability to get a lot done. Look at this. Here it is. You can get this right now. They have where you can get more Copilot uses. Copilot's like someone that helps you look at it. You get 300 plus uses a day under this program, and I think you get something like 4 to 5 every 2 hours on the other. So that will be fine. I'm using the free version right now, and I'm thinking I will be upgrading probably soon as they add some more features to it. They have unlimited file upload, access the best AI models. So you're using ChatGPT-4, you're getting pro support, and it's $20 a month or $200 a year. So you're saving a little bit on that. And if you got to do what is right for you, and if that is something that works for you, you'll want to make sure that you are using it in the right way and being able to get a lot done with it. So I would encourage you to look into this little gem here. This little gem called Perplexity gives you a lot of capabilities, and it gives you a lot of potential for what you need to do to get the job done. I like it a lot. And matter of fact, one of the ways you can find out about that and other tools is that our weekly event that is free. Hey, is free in the budget for you? Yeah, come on in every Wednesday at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Of course, that's 1 p.m. Pacific time. We have an event, Stark Raving Event, our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs event, where we have guests come in from around the world talking about tools like Perplexity or like others that are available. I do a lot myself showing how to use some tantalizing tech tips with Terry. Always get a chance to have some fun with that. And we talk about the benefits that are there for you, because in this world with Perplexity and with so many other things going on, you don't want to try to do it on your own. You want to have some people there that are helping you, people that are standing with you, people that are there to take care of the questions you have and help you out where it can. So come over and see us there at Stark Raving Event. You can register for it there, or bounce over to starkravingentrepreneurs.com, and you can see our full programs that we have, where we can help you to achieve the goals you want as an entrepreneur, accomplishing those goals. And while you're here, go ahead and hit the like, smash the share, and subscribe to this button, because we want to make sure that those algorithms know that people like to learn. People love the live and let live lifestyle. This will let them know that in a clear way. So, and I've got another little treat I want to give you. No charge for this. You can get some information to really give yourself a boost with AI. We've created a special program that shows you how to use some that are really good. AI tools biz.com. That's all in lowercase, AI tools, the number 4, biz.com. And that is available to you. You go over there, no charge at all. You get a chance to see that. And by the way, if you're watching this on your, if you're catching this on video and you got your smartphone there with you, I bet you do, you can use the QR code here and get a shot of that as well. Again, that's AI tools biz.com, and you'll be able to get that. And people have told us they really like that and the information that we give there. So this is what I would recommend. Take a look at Perplexity, see what it can do for you, and check it out. And while you're there, we've got some other videos for you right over here on some really good tools that you'll want to get into and check out. So take a look at that and let us know what you think. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Terry Brock, and I appreciate you.